Ms. Sorrells, would you like
Yes,
to make a closing?
Your Honor, we just ask that you establish conservatorship and possession based upon the testimony as you see fit with child support. And the parties have both agreed that child support, the testimony was that they would set it at zero with medical support being paid for by Mr. Purdy uh, through a private source.
Asking for reimbursement for that or no?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Asking for reimbursement through that with the for the portion covering Wayland for that amount, Your Honor, which I believe would have been 280, 283 a month.
Ms. Hall, is there anything you'd like to say in closing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment to review everything. I'll be back. No worries. Okay, I'm going to make my ruling. I'm ordering that Mr. Purdy is the managing conservator, Ms. Hall is the possessory conservator, and that Mr. Purdy will have the right to determine the primary residence of Wayland within Liberty or any county that touches Liberty County. I'm going to order supervised visits. I'm going to like that language you had in the beginning of yours that said nothing in this order shall supersede any terms of any protective order, condition of bond, probation, or parole. So I'm including that. That was in Ms. Dennis's proposed order. I'm ordering that Ms. Hall make herself available and participate in drug testing at least quarterly, so at least once every 3 months, upon passing a drug test, well, not showing as having drugs. I don't want to confuse that, but once she takes a drug test that shows she is not using any drugs, she can have visits. She's entitled to visits. And I did the second and fourth. Ms. Hall, when do you visit with your other children?
I have one of my sons full time,
Okay.
and the other one, um, it's whenever I want.
Okay. So we'll keep this on the second and fourth weekends. Friday from 6 p.m. to Sunday at 6 p.m. to be supervised by her mother at her mother's home. This is where it gets a
Thank
little
you.
complex. If her mother is not available to supervise, this will revert to the second and fourth weekends from 1 to 5 to be supervised by Mr. Purdy or a competent adult designated by him at his residence or other mutually agreed upon location. If she fails a drug test or fails to take one quarterly, she will revert to one of those programs, Ms. Dennis, and you could put both options you had stated in the order at her expense, and that would continue until she takes the drug test and shows she's clean.
Ma'am, what does that mean?
If
You just
you
said
if
what
you end up using
programs?
drugs and you show that you're on drugs, your visitation would no longer be supervised by your parents at your parents' house. At that point, it would
Okay,
be through a program where they could more closely monitor you because your parents aren't prepared to deal with that. And then,
okay,
quite
yes,
frankly, I'm
ma'am.
not sure you'll even be accepted into the program if you come there high or anything. Hopefully, this doesn't happen. It sounds like you've been 6 months sober. Hopefully, you'll continue with that. But if you fall
Yes,
off the
ma'am.
wagon again, this is just to protect Wayland. Um,
I understand that completely. Yes, ma'am.
and so
And will these drug tests, sorry for interrupting, Ken, will they be like through the courts, or how will they be done?
the
How will
courts
I need to
do
do
have a
them? So I
program.
know.
Since this is civil court, Ms. Tennis, do you have a proposed place she does the tests or the type of test you're requesting?
Or like, do we just buy one and trade, look at, I'm not sure how they want to do it.